Consultant. I heard even Shupio mention the word consultant. I normally don't repeat my stories, but in this case, I'll make an exception. I'll repeat a story I said 24 hours back. This is about a farmer, a sheep farmer. Let's call him Tom. He was grazing his sheep one day, and there was another person. I won't call him Dick, let's call him Harry. He came, he saw the farmer, and he said, if I tell you how many sheep you have, will you give me one of them? He says, Tom said, there's no way you can, I've got so many sheep. Okay, tell me. And that's a deal. Tom did some algorithms in his mind, and he came out with a number, 354. And Tom said, you're absolutely on the dot. I can't believe that you got the exact number, but I have committed, so here goes. Take any sheep you want. So he took one. But as Harry was going away, Tom called him back and he said, if I tell you what's your profession, will you give me back the sheep? Harry said, there's no way you'll know. You can never know what I do for a living. Okay, it's a deal. Tell me, what do I do? He says, you're a consultant. And Harry says, how in heaven's sake could you know that I'm a consultant? Tom said, in three manners, three ways. Number one, you came to me with a solution when I did not need one. Number two, you gave me an answer which I already knew. And the third most important thing is that you don't even understand my business. You've taken my dog instead of my sheep. Give it back. So there you go, I'm a consultant. And as a consultant, he's supposed to speak even when there's no script, because my slide deck's lost. So I have to make an impression to you. But for losing the slide deck, I guess I get a couple of minutes as grace time, right? Okay, so this is probably the most important thing, at least for me. And in the next 5-6 minutes, I hope I can make the same point to you. We have soft launched a mentoring program. It's for international students, students of Indian origin. This is called the ISWA Student Mentorship Program. Why is it so important? I need not tell you that if imagine a parent, a father or a mother, who's been toiling all their life for their children's education, and they taking mortgages and they send them across 7 seas into a place, and then COVID strikes. We all say it's probably the 1 in a 100-year event. It's probably worse for them. It's probably 1 in a 1,000-year event that they are experiencing now. And they have nothing. They're struggling for food, they're struggling for the jobs which are not there anymore because of restrictions and other things. And they're absolutely despairing. This is a time, thanks to ISWA, because of, for some reasons they felt rightly or wrongly that I could use my experience in mentoring in the past to develop and curate a program, and I agreed. The first question I asked Supriya was, how many Indians do we have in our community? He said around 120,000, is that right? And then the next question was, how many students do we have? Can anyone guess the number? An order of magnitude? 5,000. And I said, wow, 5,000 students. I've never done that before. The maximum I've done is 200. So what we did was, in order to help a lot of students in the smallest amount of time that we have, we've come out with a completely groundbreaking kind of a program. Unfortunately, I can't show you because it has some parts of it which are quite unique. It's never been done. It's been done in behavioral psychology. These things have been practiced in Stanford. They have been used in corporate HR, never for a mentoring program. And the best thing about it is, the originators of the program, we are modifying that for a pilot that we are launching in a month's time. They are run by 2 people. One of them is an IIT, ex-IIT, Stanford postgraduate. He has he was the ex-economist. He's an ex-economist of the World Bank. And the second person is the cousin of Rahul Dravid. We obviously had to get cricket somehow into the whole equation. So this program runs basically completely different from what we normally do in terms of matching. We have 12 behavioral attributes. You know, it could be extroversion, it could be cognitive, public speaking, and 9 others. And then we also have nudges. If you Google up the word nudge, that's basically changing behavior without communication. The best 2 examples that comes to my mind, one of them is in Amsterdam airport. They found that, especially in men's urinals, there was a lot of splash on the floor. And they were just getting sick of, dealing with it. So what they did was they imprinted a digital image of a fly in the middle of the urinal. Within a month, they found that the splash, because men were directing better, apparently, and it reduced by 60%. There are other nudges, like London, the streets of London, they found that there's a lot of cigarettes littering on the streets of London, especially outside stadiums and bars. So what they did was they put in a bin. It was a ballot bin. So it had 2 transparent chambers, and on each one of them, you have to vote for the best footballer. They call it football there, we call it soccer here. So, and they put names like Ronaldo and Messi. And you won't believe it, 80% of the cigarette litter on the streets of London. If you can take litter from the streets of London, you have done magic. So this is, without telling anyone, these behavioral nudges came in. This is what we have built into it. And we have 3, we are identifying, like we have also thought about the fact that Australia is an egalitarian society. And people are there to give, they want to give. But everyone who is willing to give and mentor doesn't mean that they are a good mentor. So what we are doing is a program where it's something for both mentees and mentors. And there are 3 levels of competency that's involved in that: a beginner, master, and a champion. What we are doing is, we are basically psychometrically, we are analyzing the behavioral aspects, personality, leadership styles, and everything. And we are mapping them automatically using software. We are mapping them with wherever the students or the mentees have gaps in their attributes. They call behavioral attributes. We normally look at manifestations and we confuse it with behavior. So we say that he shouts too much. That's a manifestation. The actual behavior is some other thing, underlying issue. So we basically are coming out, digging out the attributes and finding out who best can cover those gaps. And by doing so, we are also giving an opportunity for a lot of people, mentors. Like I have done mentoring probably 8-9 years out of my 30 years in the industry, and I've gone better as a leader. That's one of the reasons I've seen that I have benefited more as a mentor. So that's something which is there. I would also put in a few things I've been asked. Some of the gents here, they've seen a couple of presentations I've done in the last week or so. And there are some questions, and let's call them FAQs. So someone asked me, does a mentor have to be an Indian? No. A mentee, yes, because of the grant and other things. Maybe, who knows, that this can be game changer and it can become an industry, shooting star from here. But mentors should not be Indian only. It's anyone. It could be someone from Stanford. It could be someone from Oxford. It could be from Google. It could be from this room. All it needs is that it needs a spirit of altruism. Something, and it's an act of giving. And it's an act of giving, and I'll try to remember the 3 points that I said. But before that, a quick run of the schedule. So we are starting our pilot in a month's time, sometime in October. We'll run this pilot for 3 months, which will end around February 2021. And then sometime in April, we'll have the full program running up to November 2021. The data that we'll get from this pilot, which will have a maximum of 50 mentors and 50 mentees, will be used for the purpose of improving on and validating and improving and putting in place the final program. What's in it for you? Before even that, what do I expect from you? This is a call for 2 points. Number one, I seek mentors from this room. Either you or someone you know who can be a good mentor. And believe me, yesterday we had the same session in a Student Connect Day, and there was one student who came up to me. These are live examples. These are like, gold dust. He came up to me and he said, I'm a domestic student. And when I saw the plight of my international student brothers, the fact that I don't have a job lined up in the next month when I finish my research, I've just completely forgotten that pain, and I want to help them. Should I do that? I said, you're going on the right path, but can I give you a motivation? And he said, what? I said, do that right now. Go and find someone you can help and put that experience in your CV, and that's where you have a differentiating factor. The fact that you went out of your way to help someone in need. I have been a recruiter, and I know that we look for qualities. Skill sets, domain knowledge, and other things we can always train. What we can't train are the attributes, the attitude, the soft skills, and teammanship. That's probably the most important part of being a successful professional. So, I'm looking for mentors on behalf of ISWA. This is a fantastic initiative they've taken, and I'm just absolutely humbled to be considered as a servant in this case, in this noble cause. And the second opportunity is that while we want to get them ready, job ready, so that they find their feet in the Australian industry, but we also want to get one of those potential Sundar Pichais, for example, Satya Nadellas, in this society. And if we can find them, we want to connect them, get them internships. There's one gentleman, Ram, who's on my table. He straight away extended after yesterday's session. He says, I'm willing to take interns, multiple interns, for my EverChat new startup. Fantastic, that's what we want. And that's what I hope it comes from you in this room and beyond. So, what's in it for you? Besides the act of giving, every time you mentor, it could be 1 week, 1 hour a week, or 1 hour in a fortnight. It doesn't matter. Share your learnings, share your experiences, make some behavioral changes, tell them what not to say in an interview, tell them how to write their resume. All these things matter. But what you will get, I would say, by quoting the famous words, I think, from Chris McDougall. He said, heroes are not born, they're made. We, Indians, we love our heroes. Bollywood is an example of that. We love our heroes. And we would hate to admit, we also hero worship. This is a time, an opportunity, never ever created in history, where you get to be heroes. And that's what is there for you, so that you are able to extend a helping hand to one of those 5,000 students, so that they feel that they belong. And that's the true way of saying we are all in it together. Thank you.